happened there. I think my internet connection just dropped out for some reason, but we are back up and running. So as I was about to say before I was so rudely interrupted, I think what I'm going to do here ahead of time, because I anticipate that I'm probably going to need a fair bit more power, I'm building a power relay. So you can see that's going to take at least 12 days to do. If I could assign an engineer to it, it would make it go. Last, I don't have any engineers yet, so we're going to go back to the bridge. So first thing we normally get is some rookies. So we're starting in Western... That is Western America, isn't it? I am so stupid. Yeah, that's Western America. So speed ahead with time. So you can see we're going to get those modular weapons already.
Find the results to be as intriguing as
and the next thing we need to do is to get on with the alien biotech. As you can see, it's unlocked magnetic weapons. As it currently stands, that'll take a whole month to develop, but if we get some more scientists, then hopefully that won't be a problem. So the alien biotech is going to help me build the advanced warfare center. That's going to help me to heal up my my soldiers far quicker. So we've got some more recruits. So basically I've got some backup now. Oh dearie me. Right, so we're going to go and pick up some supplies from here. Now it shouldn't be long before we get our first gorilla op. It's going to be essentially our first mission. There we go. Speak of the devil. So for this one we're going to get an engineer, which I'm quite happy with. The mission is to hack the workstation in the Advent facility. So we shall head over here. Now what I'm going to spend a little bit of time doing here, guys, is just modifying the appearance of some of my soldiers here, because to me they look like an organised military unit. They don't look like they are like a guerrilla resistance, and that is where the Resistance Fighters DLC pack comes into play. It allows you to fit them with a loadout that makes things a little less complicated in terms of what they're wearing armour wise, and look a lot more like they are literally what they are, which is Resistance Fighters. Let's just quickly change things over a little bit. So torso, sniper, so let's get her in that t-shirt. Maybe whack a beanie on her. Yeah, that'll do. And then maybe a bandana. Yeah, bandana will do. So just a bit covered up there. Hair wise, I suppose it doesn't really matter too much, but we'll just let's change it to that. That'll do. And right, so seeing as we're doing virtual boomerang and our colour is orange, let's make these guys orange and whatever colour you can consider that to be. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, let's change it.
Location confirmed. 10-4. Rolling.
It's Irish, so we might as well give her an Irish voice. Okay. Right. So that is the first one. Let's have a look at the weapon upgrades we can apply. I think I've only got one. Auto loader. Actually, very handy for a sniper rifle. I will go for that. Shooting a sniper rifle costs 2 actions, which means if you have to reload your sniper rifle, you're not going to be able to fire it on the same turn, unlike you with other weapons. So having an auto loader on it is very, very handy at this early stage of the game. We're essentially just going to do the same thing here. So loadouts, resistance warrior armor. Now, because she's heavy, I would like to think that she would be kitted out with a little more ordnance and armour than some of her compatriots. So, let's go for this one. There we are. A bit better. Hair we can keep as it is. I'm not too bothered about that. What I will do though, just make sure that she's got the right voice.
I'm all over it. Affirmative. Will do. Go, go, go! Solid copy. Copy that. On it. On the move. Rolling out. Good to go. On the move.
Oh god, I've got these two wrong.
Double
Right.
time.
So, oh dearie me, shows how much I know about regional, about international accents. Right, go back to here, change her to actually the Irish one, not the Scottish one. Something of a faux pas there, sorry any Scottish viewers. And let's make sure that she is representing. There we go. You can change the colour of the weapons as well, I'm not going to bother at this point. Now I don't know what these guys are going to be, so I am literally just going to leave it as whatever they come up as, and I'll just change the colours and that will be it. Oh, wrong button. Part of the appeal of this game is like these sort of little stories within themselves that build up as you use certain characters. Oh, we've got a couple of Americans. Let's change that to the Resistance Warrior armor. Oh, and it just happens to have given her a different one. That's good. Go to... oh no, we're in loadout. I think... just because it looks cooler, I'm going to give her that one. And then we're going to change the colour on that to the orange, representing Virtual Boomerang. There we go. Okay. So, let's get this mission started. Now, in the missions where you have to hack something, it's normally best to have a specialist with you, because they can remotely hack things. They can send their drone over to something as long as it is within line of sight. Obviously, that's not an option for us at the moment, so we're going to have to get right up next to the object in order to hack into it. Hopefully that shouldn't cause too many problems. So now we just wait to deploy. You'll notice I am playing XCOM 2 and not XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. It is a far more complex game than XCOM 2 in my opinion. XCOM 2 is in of itself still quite complex. But that being said, XCOM 2 takes it up. XCOM 2 War of the Chosen takes it up to another level. So I'm just sticking with just normal XCOM for now, because it's what I know, and it's what I am relatively comfortable with. So, let's have a look.
Remove enemy forces from the area. Lock it down and recover that data.
We shall do, Central. Don't you worry about it. Right. I've had one criticism for XCOM 2, and I don't know if this is because it's a fully downloaded version that I've got and not an on-disc version. The loading times can be ridiculous at times. But it is worth wading through, because it is such a good game. So, let's just skip this opening cinematic, cool as it is and everything. Right, there we are. So, as you can see, with it being quite an early mission, the point that I need to get to isn't actually that far away. And what you also have in this game is fully destructible environments. So any buildings, any bits of stuff hanging around, you can blow up because it's all cover. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to send one of my new guys forward first. They are slightly more expendable, so that's the reason I am using them first. There we go. So we've been spotted pretty much straight away. That's okay. There's currently only 2 of them. I have 3 guys left. gives me plenty of chance to attack.
Although they bear some resemblance to the sectoids first encountered during the invasion,
So,
genetic structure now includes
what we can do now,
DNA. They are
if we
stronger
move
than
our
ever,
grenadier over here,
even greater psionic potential.
what we don't want is for decent cover, particularly that sectoid. So what I'm going to do,
Grenade out!
we're going to send this grenade with a grenade launcher. It has a much wider blast radius as a result of being used from a launcher, and you can get it to go further. So, logic. Which should leave my sniper free to get a much better shot on this sectoid. What I'm going to do first of all, though, is to make sure that I can get a shot off on this Advent soldier before I do anything else. Or at the very least that I can throw a grenade at him. I can get a shot off, but it's not a good one. Let's see, can I get him with a grenade? I can, so again, got to go for the guaranteed damage. Take him out. Now from here, because her first attack has been with a grenade, it's likely that she'll become a grenadier. Not a problem. Pretty much what we wanted. So 71% chance of firing. If I move here, I'm not going to get the chance to do the damage that I need to. So I've got to take the chance and go for it. And it's paid off. There we go.
Target neutralized.
So at the end of our first turn, we've wiped out 2 of the enemies that are in front of us. It's exactly what we wanted at this point. So what I'm going to do now is again move forward with my slightly expendable assets.
Got the goods.
What we need to look out for now, though, is where the rest of the enemies are going to come from. We know the workstation is in here. Now, our cupboard's already been blown, so it doesn't matter if I go crashing through this window, but for the time being, I am going to go into Overwatch, which is going to give the rest of my team chance to move up. So, we'll get in there. And we'll move up to here. And now unfortunately there's not really a position that gives good cover, so I'm going to have to go a little bit further back than I would want to, so we'll just move over to there. Now nothing's revealed itself at this moment in time. Frees me up to go inside and try and hit a little bit of cover. They may be in the building itself. I only wanted to use one action. Still not there yet. So what we're going to do, we're going to leave her there, get in with a grenadier.
Moving on target location.
The unfortunate thing about grenadiers, their aim is shocking.
Affirmative. Covering now.
So I'm now... No, I'm not going to do that. I was going to move into position there, but I think what I might do first is get someone else in a decent position to defend. So go from over here. Here we go. So now that they've been spotted, they might trigger my Overwatch fire. I'm not sure. Oh, yep, here we go. Oh, well done. I take back what I just said about you having shocking aim. So it's at this time that we're relatively happy that we haven't used our second action, because they are both in here. The problem being at this point, I can't take both of them out, and I've only got one action left. So I'm going to have to make a choice here. I'm going to move the sniper over to here so that they're in a decent position on the next turn. But unfortunately, everything else is out of range. So I'm going to have to go into Overwatch there. Now, what have I got? 54, 32. What's going to do more damage? It's the other question you have to ask. Of course, the further question I've got to ask is it just worth going into cover? But then my grenadier potentially takes a shot. Because they're not going to run, so there's no point going into Overwatch. And I don't think I've got the range with a grenade to take them both out. But unless we try, we don't know. Right, yeah, so I can take either or out. Well, he's going to have a choice of targets. He could potentially do more damage. I'm going to definitely get shot if I stay as I am. So,
Heads down.
Here we go. This may end up being a good decision, may end up being a poor decision.
Commander, the access point we were after has been destroyed.
Oh shit!
Their network this time around. We should still secure the area.
Oh, I thought it was out of the blast radius.
Help! Help!
Oh god, that is so embarrassing. Oh my word, do I feel like an idiot now. Oh god. I threw a grenade at the thing that we wanted to... Oh.
Here, catch.
Well. There stands a lesson on how very much not to do it. Oh, bloody hell.
Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure. The current area of operation is secure.
Well, that could have gone better. You see, in any normal situation, I probably would have just loaded a previous save. But, as I say, I'm... Oh, I've never gotten off to such a poor start in this game. I'm not even sure that I've ever gotten through to the point where I've actually failed a mission. Like, obviously I've failed missions before, but I've reloaded... Oh, that's really quite annoying. Oh, that's gonna knack me up. I needed that engineer. Oh, it's really, really frustrating. Hold off. I mean, they still get their promotions, so there's that, I suppose. Oh, so we've got another ranger. Okay, fair enough. And what are you going to be? Another specialist, right? You can be a medic.
New objective added.
Hello,
We're making
Commander.
progress, Commander. I've updated
I
our
wouldn't call what...
objectives based on the latest findings.
Unfortunately. Right.
Local resistance forces in the area can get you into the site.
So yeah, so at this point in the story you get told about this advent black site. It is normally a location quite close to you. You can go and get it pretty much whenever, but at some point soon you're going to start seeing that the aliens, there's like a ticking clock mechanic is on. They're making progress towards the project. Happens basically.
The implanted chip is the key. I had assumed
Resistant communications.
I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
And let's see if we can get these supplies.
Strategic resource located.
I might end up having to actually an engine this
Setting
rate.
course for Sector 10,
Oh, that's so
Eastern United States.
Can I actually afford it? No. I can't even change the change the bonus I get there.
Power relay now operational.
Please. So that's going to keep us going for a little while. I still need an engineer. Got that engineer. Oh, this is so frustrating. Oh, here we go. Right, from the rescue VIP. They get me a scientist. I mean, that's good, but not need engineer. Right. Okay. So essentially, what we have now is the equivalent of a full team. Let me just see. Well, I've got one of each now. What I'm just going to quickly do is check on the status of my other guys. They're still wounded because I've not been able to build what I need yet, so we're going to just have to see how this goes. That's really frustrating. No, I've mentioned it once or twice now, but I'm really, really, really annoyed.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position to drop.
See, that's what happens when you try to be clever. You end up blowing up the whole console. I'm sure it was out of range, though. That's frustrating, that. Again, with the loading screen. At least we got this rousing music in the
We
background.
received an emergency request from the spokesman asking for our help in freeing a VIP sympathetic to the resistance cause. Advent forces are holding the captive somewhere in this area, and we're expecting a steady contingent of reinforcements to back them up. Lock down the area, eliminate all hostile resistance, and secure the VIP.
Yes, boss. So, hopefully this operation will run a lot more smoothly. I mean, it can't really... Well, I suppose everyone could have died on the last mission, but still, I doubt things could be much worse. So irritating. Right. Let's get that out of our minds. That was... Well, according to in-game, that was well over a week ago. We don't need to worry about that now. Now we just focus on getting this VIP out. So it's worth noting you can accidentally kill the VIP. So I'm going to have to be really, really careful here not to cock this one up as badly as I did the other one.
Menace 1-5, we have a confirmed location for the VIP. Move to rendezvous. Eliminate all hostile contacts.
So, move
Moving to designated
forward
coordinates.
first.
Our gremlins can attempt to access the Advent network from here. We might be able to hack their systems and get an advantage. But
Yeah.
be careful. If they detect us, things will only get worse.
So what I'm seeing is a build a raised position ahead of where we need to go. That's our extraction point, and that's where we need to go. So I wonder whether it's worth getting someone up here. Sniper, maybe? I'm starting to myself now. Well, move.
Heading to that location.
Helen, Rose, move over here.
Already there.
Right, you get over there so that you're in position of the building. Is there any way? Yes, we can. And we can get in cover. Fantastic. We'll be in a strong position. Right, let's move the specialist forward, because again, they can use the gremlin to manually hack into things. Lock the door with the specialist not even being next to everything. So, right. So we're going to avoid this, obviously. We can try and hack it, but her overall hacking level is going to be low at the moment. Let's just see if it's worth giving it a try. Because it doesn't cost you anything to check, but it does cost you to try. So... Oh, it's not worth getting a group of enemy reinforcements sent into us. No, we're just going to have to avoid that tower for now. Once again, we move recon guy forwards.
Roger that.
Recon guy, you know what I mean. Again, good. Hopefully staying in decent cover.
Hostile forces spotted.
Yeah, these guys are four. Currently we're still concealed, but we now know an enemy position. So, I can do getting my sniper position where I'm able to make good use of that. We'll also get my heavy over here.
Roger that.
And we'll get you over here as well so that you can be in position to go into Overwatch on the next turn. So we'll just see if they've got a little bit of movement going on. Should put them in my sights. Let's see, what have we got going on here? Oh, we've got a 91% chance of hitting that sectoid. Oh, I like those odds. Right. Tell you as you are, because we could use your slash ability. You go in watch. You take the shot. Here we go. It's not going to kill it outright. Oh, nearly did though. Hopefully the 2 Overwatch shots will. Right, here we go. Prove your metal. Get in! Oh, beautiful! That is exactly what we needed.
This one might be enemy eliminated.
Look at them, they're all so excited. So, we're gonna go... That'll do.
Got some guns here.
Right, so we need a way into the building. A direct approach can be used. Blow up this wall.
Fire in the hole.
Essentially means we can now run into that position, rather than having to go through a series of doors. So we can now move her to around to here, so that she can see the extraction point as well. Basically, she's going to provide cover for us for the extraction point as well as where we currently are. I'm going to press forward here. The alien turn.
-15, be advised, hostile interceptors are inbound on your current position. Firebrand has a limited window to provide extraction.
Theoretically, move to here.
On the move.
Oh, I should have been able to hack that. Is it just a normal door? Oh, wait, hang on. Yes, we can. Yeah.
Their system.
So once the door's hacked and opened, the person that I'm here to find is fully under my control, so I can start moving them towards the extraction point. Might as well try and go for the large cache of supplies. Probably won't get it. No, that's fine. But what's happened here is the door's been unlocked, so we don't really need to worry about that.
Piece of cake.
You said it. So now we can move you in to open the door.
Understood. Moving out.
There we go.
We have the package.
VIP.
We're moving to deliver.
-15, status confirmed. VIP is in tow. Proceed to the extraction point.
Right. So direct route's going to be through these doors. So I'm going to move.
Moving. On Overwatch.
Really means that I've got a nice head, but we'll send the VIP over to here. Get them to hunker down. It's about all they can do at the moment. So we'll send my recon guy. They're around the corner. Here they come.
Got some advent here. At least we
The important thing is though, they found out where we are, on their turn. Oh, they're sending in reinforcements as well. Right. So we're going to have to kill them on this turn, but we're also going to have to prepare for the reinforcements coming in. So, what we're going to do first of all is make sure that the scientist escapes. There's no Overwatch, or rather, the enemies aren't in Overwatch, so there's nothing they can do to stop the VIP from escaping. What we have to do from there is to try and get the rest of the team to escape as well. Now, from here... Right, so they can't run yet because there's just not enough space. Neither can they. They're not going to get to it. My Grenadier could, but it's going to be far more useful to me as an active soldier. So let's open this room up a little bit. Does a nice bit of damage as well. A 67% chance there, 45% chance there. I think relocation is going to be the best thing for me to do to begin with, so we'll get into better cover. So we've now got a 73% chance and a 41% chance, so we'll go for the 73. That's him down.
Enemy destroyed.
Now all of my guys are in pretty decent cover at the moment, which means I'm happier sending Helen in for the kill. Here we go. Oh, well, way to not show me that game.
Enemy eliminated.
There we go. So that deals with all of the guys that have come down. So all I can really do from here is go into Overwatch and hope that she can take one of the reinforcements out on their way in. I would normally like to have all the guys around and able to form an ambush, but needs must. Still only normal soldiers at this point, so it should be fine. Come on, get everyone on. That's it. Walk right into me sniper fire. Oh, what a shot! Oh, suck on that one.
Target disabled.
Right. So we've taken out the officer pretty much straight away, which should mean that we're actually in a position, because of where they've fled to take both of them out with a single grenade. Let's try. Yeah, we can do it. Right, let's just make sure we've got him in the epicenter. Get in, there we go.
They're toast.
Right, so we can now start moving into a position where we can extract. Which includes my sniper, who has been doing an amazing job up there so far.
On the move.
Now, I'm not anticipating any further reinforcements, but I still want to remain within cover if I possibly can, because you never know. But you are in a position to run straight away, so that's exactly what you're going to do.
Just in time.
So the good thing is, even if you've used up all of your actions for that turn, if as long as you're in the evac zone, you can still evac. So you don't need to worry about that. Now I just want to make sure that my sniper can get there before I commit to sending everyone away.
Copy that.
That should be fine, because even if we get more reinforcements now, they won't have a chance to fire before she escapes. So success all round, I think. We've not taken any damage, I don't think, either, so that's good too. considering how the last operation went, I've been pretty pleased with this one so far. There we go.
Good copy. Moving on target. Just in time.
And evac away. And there we are.
Status confirmed. Mission
Damn right, that was flawless. So really, that's about how the first mission should have gone. 100% successful shot percentage, no one taking any kind of fire, and an average of 3 damage per attack, which is pretty decent at this early point in the game, I must admit. But it's when you start getting to the later parts of the game where you are doing on average 11 and 13 damage that it really starts getting interesting. So at least one of them's been promoted. I know my sniper has, so we'll see what we've got promotions wise for her, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Don't know if anyone else got promoted.
Well done, Commander. It's always good for morale when you take some
Quite a few actually. Okay, so we said we were going to go medic, but my other guy is still damaged, so I'm going to need... We're going to start seeing mechs soon. I'm going to need a combat hacker first, so we'll have to change tracks there. I would say in this situation, Shredder is great, because it means that any attacks that hit with the minigun or cannon or whatever they want to call it, shred armor, which is brilliant. But the aim of these guys is notoriously bad. They tend to miss more than they hit. Blast padding gives you additional armor. It's invaluable for this kind of unit. So return fire is pretty good because it gives a chance that, like, once per turn you're going to fire back if you get shot at, but you only fire back with a pistol, which as the game goes on becomes less and less useful. Long watch is always useful, so we'll go with that.
Excellent.
There we
work,
go. We've got our
Commander.
scientists, we've
Your
got our
efforts
intel.
Continue to bolster the resistance
So,
movement across the globe.
We're making more progress.
Commander, you're not gonna believe this.
Oh,
we just picked
yes.
up a signal from an emergency locator beacon. It's definitely one of ours, from the original invasion. I know it sounds crazy.
Interestingly,
but if there's any
the
chance some of our
DLC
people could still be out
for
there, I think
this
we owe it to
game
them to find out.
I do not think I could have predicted this outcome.
Though it is
providing like extra weapons and stuff like that, it kind of finds ways to tie the story in from the previous game, which is pretty cool. So we can now resistance comms. The officer autopsy is important, but at this point, so you can see there how that's gone from 28 days to 19 days. That's already been knocked down a heck of a lot. But what I'm actually going to do, and I'll explain why, I'm going to go for resistance radio. So this allows you to construct radio stations which boost the amount of income that you get from areas that you've kind of liberated, for want of a better term. So what I'm going to do,
Once we've collected sufficient intel to make contact,
I'll go to the locator beacon first, because that's going to give us some unique weapons that are going to be really, really useful for us.
You and I both know we only had one other Sky
we go.
Ranger, Commander. It's worse for wear, but this
So
used to
this
be
I
Big
normally
Sky's
put with my
pride
combat
and joy.
hackers because it's a
Someone's been put into
it's a high damage weapon.
It may be possible
Has to be reloaded in between
exactly
each
where they
one.
took off
That's
from, but
and the weapons that the rest of my
Commander,
team have are
these
unique.
weapons are unlike any design I have previously encountered before.
You'll
I
see
could
how these
attempt
work on
further
the.
analysis, but the likelihood of us reverse engineering them appears low regardless.
Remember what Tygan
So-
said. These new weapons are one of a kind. If we leave them on the battlefield, they'll be lost to us forever.
Now, in this game, when you have
To establish
made
local
contact with
Nothing on the local
enough areas, then you can get like a bonus for having made contact and fulfilled certain things. So here, this is a retaliation. So it's a type of mission where you have to go in and basically save civilians. Normally there's 13 civilians, you only have to save 6 of them, so you actually have to save less than half of them. And you can do that either by directly approaching them, or the game is actually happy enough for you to just kill everything. Because if you do that first, then there's nothing to kill the civilians, so I suppose it's 2 birds, 1 stone in that situation.
In position for deployment.
But it's incredibly difficult without at least a little bit of luck for you not to lose at least 1 civilian on this, because the aliens are far away from you killing them before you can get to them. Once you've diverted their attention away, there's every chance that they'll just focus their attention on you, but it doesn't always necessarily work out that way.
We just picked up an emergency signal from one of the resistance camps. The aliens are sweeping the whole area, taking out anyone they can find. We're moving in to put a stop to it and protect as many people as we can.
Yep.
Secure the site and neutralize all hostile contacts.
So normally what I would do in this situation, I'll send my scout out to get to as many civilians as possible, and then let the rest of my squad deal the damage. What I should have done before sending them in was equip them with the new weapons. That was very, very stupid of me not to do that. So we're going to have to make do for now. Because I was so busy trying to get through everything. But it's fine. At this early stage in the game, it doesn't really matter too much if they're not equipped. But it is pretty cool when they are. Each of the weapons give kind of like additional abilities, additional like powers that you can use. So they're really good to have. So let's see how we go from here.
The outpost. Eliminate all enemy units and protect those civilians. Advent came in hot, so did we. You won't have a concealed position.
So we can already see a few of the people we can save on here. I'm going to go for this one first because it's further away. Scouts generally tend to have a slightly higher level of mobility, which means they can move further. Here we go. So this is kind of one of the things that we wanted to happen. This means that neither of these guys are going to be bothered about killing any civilians on this turn. Let's see. So it's 50-50 on there. Only 35% chance of a shot there. We've got to try and kill one of them. So we'll go for the one. It's a 50-50 shot. Let's see if we can hit. Oh! Oh my word! Oh, as if I ever doubted that she wouldn't hit. Oh! Right. So now we're going to move forward here. I want to see if I can get close enough to get a grenade in, which will force the sectoid to have to move when it's its turn. It can still attack, granted, but it will have to move out of that position, which will stop it from being able to get kind of a more powerful attack off. As it now isn't in cover, I believe. Now that leaves us with our specialist. We can get close enough that the specialist can see. Might be able to get a shot off. They can't see. Right. In that case, the best thing to do is to save the civilian.
Go on, get going.
So there's a chance he might run off, actually. So you see what I mean? There was no way I was going to be able to get back to there. So we've lost one, but unfortunately it's to be expected. Oh yes, son of a... Oh. Right, you are not having my sniper. 96%, I like those odds. Suck a dick. Damn right, promotion earned. Okay. So we're going to use my specialist to push forward now. Again, to
Got it covered.
save some civilians.
Go on, head to the ship.
Going to move my sniper forward as well, so that they're in a better position to be able to provide covering fire. Let's get behind this tree.
Running.
And we'll get my heavy forward as well to there, so they're just in a position to collect that loot on the next turn.
I'm on the move. Got it.
And
Come get some.
going to Overwatch. Right, we can save another civilian over here, so that's what we'll do.
You're clear. Go.
Now, at some point, something disgusting is going to happen. Once you see it, you will know exactly what I mean. Let's move forward. Behind that tree. So we're close, but we've lost another one. Again, not much we can do about that, unfortunately. So, we're going to move forward here, which should reveal the enemy team to us. Oh, here we go. Gross.
We've heard rumors about some kind of shapeshifters. I'm guessing this is it.
It is a remarkable species. If only we had some means of containment.
Don't even think about it.
Now, that should mean that these guys basically don't have any time to kill any more civilians, so my focus for the time being is going to be on killing these soldiers. What I need to find out is who I have in position who can, and what they can shoot at. So, everyone can get a shot off on the faceless, that's not a problem. But it's the troopers at the back that we perhaps need to be worried about. So, I'm going to move around to here. Which now means that I've flanked this officer. So we're going to get a shot off on the officer. Oh, and a critical hit as well, that's what we'd like to see. So, the officer's taken damage. Who can you see? So it's 100% chance of a shot on there, 24% there, 34% there. But if I run in... Oh, I can't. Oh, I don't have enough movement. Let's see, who can... Well, only 37% on the officer, only 39% on the trooper. These are not good odds. Right, I think what I need to do is to bring you forward.
Moving on target.
Can we get a grenade in there? Yes, we can. Right, so we can take out at least one of them.
Catch.
So that's the trooper down. That's what one of the 2 or 3 things that we want to happen. Oh, this is difficult. Right, well that faceless has got to die. There's no way around that, so 100% chance of hitting. Go. That's going to mean that we've got the officer left to take a shot. So I'm probably going to take damage, but I don't think they can do enough damage to kill me. So
Enemies down.
we'll have to make do. As you can see, they've had to run to get a bad... Oh, they've missed! Oh, that's the second time he's done that. Oh, what a useless prick. Oh, what a shame.
Status confirmed.
What a
Not picking up any
shame.
additional contacts. The AO is clear. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
So essentially, if you missed that, what happened there, for some reason, this hyper-intelligent Advent officer stood next to a car that was about to explode. And it killed him. See, now that wasn't necessarily me thinking ahead, but because I'd used my grenade, it kind of puts any vehicles that the grenade affects on almost a timer, if you like. They blow up at the start of the next turn. So really, that officer's fate was sealed the moment he went anywhere near that vehicle, and it did my work for me. So we saved 11 out of the 13. There was nothing we could have done about the other two, so I'm quite happy with that. Now I know we got at least one promotion on that one. What have we got? Oh, just one promotion. Okay. Well, we'll go for Phantom. Blade Master's handy because it does do additional damage with the blade, but Phantom is just so much more useful, particularly considering the attacks that we've got ahead of us.
You have done an outstanding job.
Oh, believe me, I know.
Resistance, Commander.
Unfortunately, because of the damage taken, my sniper has reduced will. This now means that she'll get panicked very easily, and that it'll be much easier for her to have like psionic effects on her. So we're going to have to be very careful.
Commander, I'm too
Yeah, so
old to
that
start
leads
believing in
to
ghosts.
a kind of another mission that's coming up.
Access that unit remotely. If they can
Let's
access
not
Rover,
investigate
there's
that
no telling
now,
what else they might be able to do.
because we're trying to
I
get
strongly
the
suggest we make
area.
investigating that signal our top priority. Looks like Shen was able to confirm the signal's origin.
Oh, here we go.
Coordinates on the map now.
So you can
Priority
see
message coming through,
we're getting.
Commander. Putting it on screen now.
Your progress against the aliens over the past month has been significant, Commander. But there is still room to improve if we are going to eliminate
we do
the
not
alien
want that
threat.
Hunt XCOM thing. It's probably the hardest mission in the game.
Avenger plotting new course.
Basically, you have to get to a point where you destroy an alien relay, but
These findings will likely prove crucial
it's
to our ongoing
a difficult
efforts,
one
Commander.
because you end up using your worst. You're going through all of your soldiers, and they just send wave after wave after wave after you. It's very, very difficult to counter. Right, I'm going to go for hybrid materials now because that's going to put. It only takes 2 days for this one. It's going to put me in a position to get the next level of armor up.
I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
Commander, we can now construct radio relays in any region where we've made contact with
I am well aware of that.
resistance.
I have
There we
made
go,
a
that's
number
that
of
done.
interesting discoveries.
So you can now see we've got plated armor available, but we need 10 alien alloys to do that. We currently don't have any. So the next best thing to work on, I think, is going to be the Advent Officer Autopsy.
I must admit,
That's going to move the story forward. That's all of our supplies and all that. Don't fly back to Resistance HQ. Let's
Setting
continue
course
making
for
contact.
Mexico.
I mean, we were there already, but never mind. So keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. There we go.
Long live the resistance.
So we now get the income for New Mexico. I'm going to spend 50 supplies building up
Commander, we have a
that.
priority.
Oh, hello. Oh yeah, this is where it
The
tells me
aliens'
about
progress
the
on this
Avatar project.
here.
So you can see we've now got this ticking clock at the top. Once that gets to the end, you have exactly a
The end for
month
all of us.
to fight back. So it's always a good idea to have a facility you can get up and get to in your back pocket. Right.
Seems to provide a means of stabilizing the link between the
Let's go for magnetic weapons so that we've got a bit more firepower going forward.
Try to build this skulljack that Tigan came up with. We're going to need a special.
Right, here we go, Guerrilla Ops again. Which one stops Hunt XCOM? This one. That's the one we're going for then. Because I'm not doing Hunt XCOM if I can't reset. So I need to make sure that everyone has the right weapons this time. So we've got Johnson with us. It looks like we're not going to have our sharpshooter on this mission. But that's fine because we're going to be protecting a device, so I guess we can get away with it. It might even be an idea to see if we can use my other ranger. So they're going to need updating because they look ridiculous. I mean, whose idea was this? So load out, get your resistance warrior armor on. I'm not going to give you any special weapons. Let's go to props. That fits the character a bit more. Let's get rid of that stupid top knot. No, that'll do. Okay, that's fine. Oh, no, we still need to do the colours, don't we? Armour, orange, of course. Go. Right. So, we're going to give you... Oh, go to your loadout. The freeze grenade. Because that could come in very handy.
The charges in this grenade don't seem all that powerful, but according to Shen, the liquefied gases inside should lead to an instantaneous freeze effect.
Can have the
May
bolt
only provide
caster.
a single shot action, but this thing hits hard. Even an edge hit could potentially stun the target.
And then you can have the hunter axe.
Maybe a little unwieldy, but in the right hands, this thing should cut down anything standing in your way.
What upgrades have we got? Autoloader or expanded magazine? Right, we're not going to bother with that for now. What I am going to do is to put an extended magazine on this. If they don't run out of ammo as soon, then that makes them a lot easier to be using. So, I think what we're going to do, guys, we're going to finish this particular mission and then we're going to end the broadcast from there, because combined with the first half that I did, we're now well over an hour. Obviously, if you want to see any more of this, please do let me know. As I say, I'm probably going to be doing more of these anyway as time goes on, because of this whole virus business going on. And we'll see how we go. Haven't lost anyone so far, I'm happy to say. Hopefully we won't lose anyone else. Anyone else? I haven't even lost anyone. Hopefully we won't lose anyone anyway. But it remains to be seen how things will go.
They've been retrieving data critical to the aliens' latest operation. Unfortunately, Advent picked up on the signal and are moving to destroy the emplacement. We need to move in and eliminate any hostile forces threatening that device.
Whatever you say, boss. The Rangers can get like up close and personal, which is probably going to be the best thing for them in this situation. Right, here we go. Ooh, dead air, a no-no. Right. So where are we going? So we're in the city centre this time. That's where the device is. It can take an awful lot of damage, so we shouldn't actually have to worry too much about getting there on time. Let's just push forward with you first, because you're slightly more expendable than my other ranger. And you move forward as well.
Let's do this.
Although I'm not sure how we've managed to avoid being seen by that guy down there, but I am not complaining.
Stepping off.
Step off! Step off! Oh no, I'm going to get copyright strike. As if I was going to make any money. Right. Right, there we go. So we've moved forward a decent amount. Here come some enemies. There's 3 of them this time. And they're stood next to some gas pumps. Right, so we know from that blast that we've got another one of those. Oh, hello. Oh, I forgot what they're called. Sectoids, that's it. We've got another sectoid over there. Now these guys are stood next to some gas pumps. Well, petrol pumps, sorry. I forgot which country I was from for a moment. So, if I can get close enough,
Roger that.
I should be able to get them to blow up with 1 grenade. Oh, I don't even need to use a grenade. I could just shoot at it. And for some reason, you're guaranteed to hit objects. You're just not guaranteed to hit enemies. So I'm just going to leave that for a moment. Then again, we should be able to push forward fairly easily from there. I've still... Yeah, let's just do that. So, here we go. Let's see if this works. There we go. That's one of them taken out.
We've been spotted.
Right. Now you'll notice that this guy's still concealed. That's because of that phantom perk. So we can get in over here.
Got some hostiles grouped
Still
over
without
here.
being seen. And it also means that we know exactly where they are now. Now, I've only got 21% chance of hitting with that, but I could kill it outright if I run forward with this, so let's give it a go. Ooh, very nice.
Hostiles pacified.
Amy Harris officially gives 0 fucks. Let's see if it's worth hacking this. Oh, I don't really need soldier dodge to be increased, to be honest. Now, I could have sworn we had another enemy over here, but it looks like I might have been wrong. So, we're going to press forward to this position so we can get that door open and start firing in on the next turn. They're obviously going to attack that, but like I say, he's got plenty of health, so don't really need to worry about that at this moment in time. Ooh. 91% chance of hitting with this axe. Watch this. I mean, I'm not sure how it went through a wall, but I'll take it. Now, the unique thing about that doesn't actually take any actions to do. You can do that
Moving to designated coordinates.
and still do your full actions, which is great. Now, maybe should have put someone on Overwatch there just to maybe get the drop on them. But why bother when I can run in and do this? Oh, there we go.
Hostiles pacified. Objective
Menace 1-5, we've got a line on the target. Move to protect that gear at all costs. Status confirmed.
Woo! There we go.
And the area is secure.
Well,
Status confirmed.
that
Mission
went
accomplished.
maybe about as perfectly as it ever could have gone. So that's good. Good positive note to end on, I feel. Let's see if anyone got promoted off the back of that. Ooh, average damage per attack 6. See, we're building up. Slowly but surely. It's actually quite quickly it's building up. 100% successful shot percentage. That's also what we'd like to see. We don't like anyone missing shots. And we killed an average of 1 enemy per turn, which is pretty decent. See, do we have any promotions?
Impressive work, Commander.
Yes, we do.
Aliens
Oh,
are
Hacker
probably
Harris.
still wondering what hit 'em.
Getting a promotion. Based on that, you're going to go for Blade Master. So, automatically going to do more damage with the blade now. Hacker Harris. It's got to be the nickname that we use.
Effort, Commander. My
Oh, I know.
expectations
I know.
were high, and yet you have exceeded them.
I try my best. I really do. Right. What I'm going to do, guys, I said...
We've located the site where Big Sky took off from. No immediate
Oh,
signs of
yeah, but
activity.
don't investigate it yet.
Hold on.
I did
Might have
say that
something.
I was
There's a
going
weak
to
signal
leave
on an open
things
channel.
there. What I want to do, though, is to try and get that bonus I was talking about first, because otherwise it's going to bug me. So, that's the radio relay built. Happy days. So, now I get twice the number of supplies from there. So, as you can see, my overall income goes up to 265. We make contact over here. It's only going to cost 30 intel, because it's right next to another one. But it's going to get the ability suit up. This means that any combat suits that I make in the proving ground, once it's built, will be made instantly instead of having to wait the allotted amount of days for it, which makes things so much easier for me. There we go. So now connected to over there. All armor and best proving ground projects are completed instantly. That's possibly the best way we could have started this. So, if you enjoyed this, guys, please do subscribe to the channel. I am planning to do more of these. Please do leave this a like. And I will see you next time.